power off.
Hey, what up, Errol? How you doing, man? Tell me if you can hear me okay. Let me move my microphone a little bit. Hopefully that works a little bit better. Still trying to open up a bunch of stuff here. There we go. Pop out my chat. Hey, what up, Mike? How's it going? I see you. Drew, good evening. You're fine. All right, awesome. Awesome. And my chat popped all the way out. Make it easier to see. Hanging out the moon for a minute. We also got Jupiter really close. Jupiter is only about like 4 or 5 degrees away from it. So we're going to be bouncing between the two. We also got a lot of geese flying by. Hi, Mo. How are you? All is well. All is well. Finally got a clear night. So we're going to be hanging out doing some fun stuff. Hey, what up, John? How you doing, man? How's Louisville? How is the weather down in Louisville? By the way, is the music kind of loud? Looks like it's kind of loud on my side. Let me see if I can drop it down a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Hi, Tiff. How are you? Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Got a lot of stuff done. Quite a bit to really even go through. So many sensors around the observatory, to the radio telescopes all, for the most part, and still waiting on a few things. There's a lot of cool stuff going to be coming up. The flurries will be upper 60s this weekend. Yo, that's crazy. Had flurries today. It was nice here. It was like 68, 69 degrees. It wasn't too bad at all. So we moved the moon back over a little bit. There we go. It was actually a really nice day today. Beautiful day. Got the stream deck too. I forgot to plug it in before I even start streaming tonight. Yo, what's up, Matt? Now reflect on that. What's up? How's it going, buddy? 81 degrees tomorrow. Crazy warm for February. Yeah. Gee. Your garden's going to be growing before spring even begins. That's crazy. Alright, let's see here. If I can figure out what I need to do to plug my stream deck back in. Still taking out from 3 feet of snow for the weekend, Mike. No way, man. No way. That's just craziness right there. And it's nice, isn't it? Ah, bad for us. Oh, I gotcha. I mean, like, we haven't had a lot of snow here in Kansas City, but it's just been cloudy. Like, where it's just snowing on everybody else, we just have to deal with the clouds of it, apparently. So that kind of sucks. We definitely had a lot of clouds to deal with. It's kind of how things have been going. But again, I got a lot of stuff set up finally. As far as like sensors go, I got some of these stuff set up for the radio observatory, so we'll be able to pull in some of the radio views when it's cloudy here soon, which makes it a lot of fun. Massachusetts got blasted. I bet they did. Oh, I bet they did. Glad someone has time to keep up with the weather lately. Glad someone's keeping up with the weather. Alright, I should plug in the stream deck real quick. Kind of makes sense if you have one. Have it plugged in, huh? Make it actually work. Alright, let's see if that actually works. It actually looks good. Looks like it is working. Haven't really done anything to set it up, but whatever. Hey Anthony, good evening. How are you? Has been a long time. We got tonight. We might have tomorrow night. Then it's just dead again. We're going to be coming up to a long period of clouds again. V-Town, what's up, man? Hi Vivian. Good evening. Good evening. Definitely have missed y'all. I've definitely missed y'all. Let's put my phone on the side here. Doesn't fly across the moon about a week ago on video? Oh, with your dwarf 4? Oh, no way. Oh, no way, man. Get a satellite or like a... look like a bird or what? Here tonight, we're probably going to see a lot of geese fly by. It's a very common time of the year for us to actually see a lot of geese fly through the views we're watching something like the moon. Hola. ¿Cómo está? The geese would be really big, though, in our perspective. Like, most of it will cover up the moon. If it's an airplane, it should be pretty high for us, so we'll definitely make out the airplane. It's really fast. Could have been a satellite. Satellites go really fast. Airplanes you can normally determine when you're looking at an airplane. They're a little bit slower. Oh, your chopped liver? Yep. I guess so. Yo, thanks, Tanya. Thank you for the party hat. I appreciate that. Dude, I didn't see you say hi or anything. You know, I don't know what to tell you. I'm guessing must be. Must be. If we don't come through, you need to talk to YouTube. See some of the beautiful impact craters here, though. Love the definition of the moon. Do you think that we'll witness Betelgeuse go supernova? I don't think we will, to be honest. I don't think we will. Hi, Amanda. Good evening. How are you? Honestly, in my opinion, like in our lifetime, we won't. I mean, it could be a little bit, but in our life, probably not. Definitely don't think so. Which I don't know if that word means a lot. But I was told from Fran, or mucho to someone who speaks Spanish, means a lot to them. That wouldn't mean a lot to them. Bro, Matt, that's freaking hilarious, dude. Ay, caramba, way. I had to read that all the way through to get the joke. Hi, Randy. Good evening, buddy. How are you doing? I literally had to read that all the way through to get the joke. Oh, my goodness. Karen, good evening. Yeah, roughly 650, 680 light years away. Yep. So even if it goes supernova today, we wouldn't even see it for another 650, 680 years. Telescope tonight, C11. C11. It's a 11-inch mid-cast screen telescope from Celestron. You are here, Randy? That is true, man. Good to see you. Again, I was just kind of saying to a few other people. It's just been really cloudy here in Kansas City. And even the nights when we get a little bit of clearing, it's just for a few hours. And honestly, whenever you get to that situation, you never really get good viewing because of all the moisture up there. Tonight and tomorrow night look like they're actually going to be fairly decent. It's going to be the last time for the next week. But we do have a lot of stuff that we installed here at the observatory that's coming online, including the radio telescope. So a lot of that stuff's pretty cool. Which the radio telescope makes it a lot of fun because then we can start to listen out to the sun. We can listen out to Io and Jupiter. Look at the hydrogen interactions here in the Milky Way coming up. So that's really cool. I think I got you. I got you. The UK? Ah, man. Yeah, dude, we got the UK clouds over here. We brought all your clouds over this way. Could I catch it at 6-planet alignment? Oh, with the Nikon P1000. How do you have a P1000 or a P1000 camera still, man? Much better cameras these days. But yeah, telescope tonight, C11. Run the C11 telescope tonight. I want to check out Jupiter though. We're really close to Jupiter. Let's see if we can hit Jupiter real quick here. I want to sync with the moon, make sure we're properly aligned, get Jupiter in the view. This is our widest camera, so Jupiter's going to be a little bit of a dot, but we'll see it. Here we go. Let's go check it out. Let's go see if we can find a little bit of Jupiter here. Let me turn down the exposure. Oh, there's Jupiter right there. There's going to be Jupiter out there. Let's see if we got some moons that we can see. Yeah, all 4 moons. There's Jupiter and its 4 Galilean moons. Move it over a little bit more for us. Check that out. You can tell Ganymede. Ganymede is the one there on the bottom, far bottom right side. That's the largest moon in the solar system. It looks like Callisto has the one on the top left side. Then that would leave Io and Europa. I don't want to guess which one's which because I'm going to be wrong. But right next to Jupiter looks like Io, Europa. Ganymede looks like it's pretty far out there. and Europa way off on the other side. Europa's pretty wild. It orbits about 1 million miles away from Jupiter itself. A really beautiful view. Getting to see the Galilean moons around one of our massive planets out there. The largest planet in our solar system, obviously. We just got to do a few things when we jump around between the moon and Jupiter. Is obviously bring down a ton of brightness when we go towards the moon. Otherwise, we'll all be flashbanged and yeah, like kind of like that. How that does that. Gets super, super bright, obviously. First time in your life to see it live? Oh, no way. No way. It's a lot of fun. When we get the other cameras out, we get a lot more zoom. So then we get to see the banding around Jupiter. We get to see some of the other really beautiful features around Jupiter. Yeah, hopefully we get some good nights here where we can hook up the other cameras and do a little bit more zooming in. This is going to be the south pole of the moon that we're looking at here. You can see Tycho impact crater there on the left side. It's one that's really well defined. It's a really beautiful impact crater. It's about 53 miles wide. V-Town, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Infinite? How you doing? Good evening. I'm great. How many? I have cloud covered. No, Tiff. Callisto, Jupiter, Io, Europa, and Ganymede. Yo, that is awesome. Did I say Europa? I was furthest one. I was meant to say Callisto too. It just now registered in my head. That's how far my brain's gone from it tonight. We'll have to learn astronomy again, somehow or another, huh? Callisto being the one that orbits about 1 million miles away. Europa and Io would have been the ones close to Jupiter. And then Ganymede, way out there. The one that was way, way out there. Dang, I appreciate that, by the way. Let's see if we can pull this up a little better for us. See some really cool features here. Got the Sea of Crisis over there on the far right, kind of off by itself. Sea of Fecundity on the bottom, then Sea of Tranquility, Sea of Serenity. On the left side, we got the Sea of Showers. We got, let's see, you got Apollo 15, 16, 17, and 11 right here. And 12 and 14 will be further off to the left side. How long am I going to be on tonight? I'm not too sure yet. I'm really not too sure yet. Really not too sure yet. We're coming up on galaxy season, which is going to be a lot of fun. But basically, we got the moon and Jupiter, and then once they get behind the tree line, it leaves us to nothing but deep sky stuff. We'll have to see how things go. What does a scope like this cost retail on average? The telescope itself is about 3,000 or so. You can get the OT for like about 3,000 or so, roughly. It's not too bad. Jupiter, hey. Oh yeah, stand down the night sky. It's incredible. That is so true. That is so dang true. That's so dang true. That is so dang true. Anybody keeping up with the Artemis information or no? In the news for about Artemis? How far can you zoom in? So zoom comes to a little, like when we talk about zoom on a telescope, you got to change out your eyepieces or even your Barlow. So you can put in like a 2 times Barlow, 3 times Barlow, 4 times Barlow. We can zoom in now. It's going to be digital zoom, so you don't get like an enhanced resolution. But what you would do is you change out your eyepieces or add a Barlow, or even if you wanted to, you can change out your camera, which would have a smaller sensor, and that's how you get true zoom on a telescope. Doing repairs on the Artemis rockets, yeah. Heat dinner up, yo. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good too. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's where like a lot of the zoom, it just comes back to your changing out equipment. Otherwise, you get digital zoom. Digital zoom is just like basically we're zooming in by pinching the screen. It just don't change much. It don't change resolution. Ditto on one of the big craters. It won't do much, to be honest. I can show you. Like it's just going to look same, just more amplified a little bit. If we put in different stuff, like add a 2 times Barlow, then you get true resolution, so you get a little bit better details. That one right there in the center, that's Tycho going by right there. That's about 53 miles wide, roughly. A ton of impact craters here on the south pole. Oh, you got the boarding pass and everything. Yeah, that's awesome. That is so cool. That is so awesome. That is super awesome. I come back out a little bit there. Let's see if I can pull the moon back up in the right direction. But we kind of walk right through. The center of the space. All the drama is real. We can look up and see the past and future. So true. That's so true. I'll be doing a stream on Saturday for the Planet Woods. Saturday is either snow or rain here in Kansas City. I forgot which one. Like we got tonight, tomorrow night, and then it is all bad. Like it goes all bad from there. Oh, you're welcome. So you're welcome, Cypher. It just gets all bad. The weather here, like you can look up the weather, obviously in Kansas City, Missouri, if you ever want to know how things are going here at the observatory. It's just all bad. It's just the wintertime forecast sucks. Not much we can do about it. Or to be quite this to the scope you're looking through. Honestly, every other year, roughly, it's decent like every other year just because of the alignment that we get with Mars. It's not bad. I haven't used this telescope yet with Mars. This year will be the period where we do get a better resolution of Mars. That'll be a lot of fun. This year is the year for it, though. Anything in space right now? Honestly, no. There's nothing that I would stress about when it comes to space itself because, I mean, one, if we didn't detect it, it's just super small, right? It's moving way too fast. Or two, if it's detected, then you got like the DART missions, which do a really good job at deflecting objects out there. Or three, you just don't know, and it's just going to happen. So, ain't nothing to worry about. What are the gray circles? The dark impacts or the actual circles, like the impact craters? There's like the darker gray areas. That's volcanic lava, solidified lava, ancient solidified lava beds on the moon. The little circles, those are impact craters. Those are where impact from like asteroids or meteoroids would have hit the moon. Some of the larger ones would be from like comets or even particles from comets. When we have footage of the other side of the moon, when there anything available? What's your theory? So there is actually from 1953, the 1950s. If you look up Luna 3 was the first one to take photographs of the far side of the moon, and that was in the 1950s. But there's high definition photographs of the moon, even from stuff like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, the LRO. If I can get it out there. But there's a lot of photographs of the far side of the moon. Luna 3 was the first one. USSR took that first photograph back there. We are planning on making a moon base. That is true. That is true. Your favorite question is a rough estimate cost to get a setup like this one. Oh, basically what I'm set, like how much it costs to do this. We're probably pushing about $9,000 or so. About 9,000 roughly. Oh, you're welcome, Cypher. Yeah, absolutely. Have we ever drilled deep into the moon? Not deep. Not deep. Hopefully I got that, by the way, Teresa. The dark circles. Or the gray circles, I'm sorry. There's so many different circles that features on the moon, I'm not too sure. But like these really dark areas that you see right here. On the bottom's the Sea of Fecundity, and then you got the Sea of Tranquility, which where the Apollo 11 landed. Then you got the Sea of Serenity here on the top, and then way up on the top left, the Sea of Showers are going to be coming through. But these are volcanic lava regions that we see here. The waxing gibbous. Nope, we're not a waxing gibbous. Or crap, we are at waxing gibbous. My bad. My mind is out there. But yeah, it is waxing gibbous. Yeah. Does anybody else know how the planetary alignments that are going on currently? Anybody? Oh, about the alignments that are going on currently. I really never got into planetary alignment just for the simple fact that when you watch planets so often, whatever. We're able to see Uranus and Neptune yet? Or do we really need to wait until February? So, I mean, we are February. Neptune is really close to Saturn. It sets way too soon now. Uranus is kind of in between Jupiter and Saturn. So it's not too hard to get to Uranus still. See la Luna. Will Pluto finish its first revolution? Oh man. Was it like somewhere 150 some years from now still? Still got quite a ways to go. So fascinating just later. You might have been to go. Get your own. Yo, that's awesome. Robert, that's amazing. That would be super awesome. I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping up with everything right now. It seems like it's been forever since I've streamed last. I'm just kind of making sure I'm keeping up with even the questions and the comments. Hopefully I am. Hopefully I'm keeping up with y'all. I don't know where my other chat went. There it is. Makes it a lot easier to read when I pop it out. don't know why. Alright, let's see. Let's pull the moon back up a little bit higher. Go the right way. There we go. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, though. Basically, we're looking at the moon right now. This is a... It has been forever. It feels like it for real. But this is a live view of the moon from here near Kansas City, Missouri. Basically, it's an observatory with a telescope on a metal post thing that goes to a concrete post that goes into the ground. But you get to check that out live. Yo, I see Jenny the Bomb Diggity. How's it going? How's your night? Long time no see. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We do got Jupiter as well that we can bounce through. If anybody wants to see a little bit of Jupiter and its moons, we can do that as well. Get the 4 Galilean moons to come through. It's been way too much time. If what we're seeing in space from the past, present, or future, everything's in the past. Everything, every single thing you look at's in the past. Everything. Comparing photos over the years of Saturn, the orientation of the ring, that is so true. From our view, that is so dang true. You know, that's so true. That is so true. Alright, let's bounce over to Jupiter real quick. Let's go take another look out at Jupiter real quick. Let's fly! Alright, here's a little bit of Jupiter. Obviously, it's a little tiny dot. We're going to zoom in digitally here. You can kind of make out the bands there a little bit. I can't tell if I can see the storm or not. Honestly, can't tell if I see the storm on Jupiter currently. Let me bring in the moons as well. Bring in the moons. Try not to get way too bright here, but just enough to be able to see some moons. Back it up. Now you can see the 4 Galilean moons. You got Callisto, top left side. I don't remember which one's Io and Europa. My mind already left me. And then on the far bottom right side, you see Ganymede. Ganymede on the far bottom right side. There's our moons again. A lot of UFO sightings with that clarity. I never see anything wild at all. What I see is what y'all see. What I see, I stream it live. There's no cuts or anything. It's all saved. So what I see is what y'all see. Does Venus have a satellite? Not a natural satellite. There's no natural satellites, or moons, I should say, around Venus. That's what your question is. Callisto, Jupiter, Io, and then Europa. Okay. Io and then Europa. Io right next to it. Very nice. But stunning. Always gotta love how the moons look when they come when it comes to our beautiful planet Jupiter here. Telescope focal length and diameter, it's 11 inch. It's a 11 inch Schmidt screen. I don't know what that is in millimeter. The focal length is roughly about 2850, roughly 2850 millimeter. Saturn is insane. This is true. Saturn's super insane. 264 moons. Absolutely insane. Does our sun and moon have names? They do. Obviously, we call the sun, or soul, either way. Our moon itself is called the moon, if you're in English, by the way. We call it moon with the capital M. Latin be luna, mon, so many other things say them. It's just beautiful. Getting to see moons around other planets, I think that's absolutely awesome. Tonight we're going to be able to see 5 moons. You got the 4 around Jupiter, and then of course our moon. You got 5 of them. You guys want to see something really cool? Let's see if we can do this real quick. Hopefully we don't get messed up too much. Let's run it over here real quick. Let's run the telescope the other side of the pier. I'm gonna bring in more light as well while we're doing this. Back us up a little bit. I think this will be kind of cool when we get there. But is distinguish any type of visual looking at the sun? It depends on your filter. It all depends on the filter that you're actually using. Whether it's like white light filter, hydrogen filter, like a calcium filter. So it just depends on what filter you're using for the sun. Is it true that other planets have rings? All the gas planets have rings. Yep, all of our gas planets have rings. Right, we should be getting close here. You can see stars every now and then passing by. It looks like we're getting really close. Let me see. I can see 1 star currently. Let the telescope settle down for a minute. I want to grab a little bit more exposure though. See if we can get some of these stars to kind of settle down. You guys see any of those stars? I want to take a photo right about here. See if this actually works. Oh, we need to connect our telescope to this computer. What I'm going to try for is called the Great Orion Nebula, but we need more stars than what we actually have currently. It's just a really cool photo to take a look at. Look at out there. Let's see if we can speed this up. Oh, I see what looks like a hair or something on the camera. Anybody else see that? Let's see if we can pull this over just a bit more. We need more light over here. Could do a little bit of manual looking around like that. That wasn't too bad, was it? Let's give us plenty of stars to actually work with right here. All right, let's take a photo. Let it calm down for a minute. Can you point telescope to the sun and see it during the daytime? Yeah, we could. With special filters, you definitely can. Absolutely. Let me grab a photo here real quick. We'll see if we can plate solve it. Plate solving is a really cool technique. Basically, it's going to look at the stars and determine exactly where we're looking at and then nudge the telescope over just a bit. And then it's going to pull the Great Orion Nebula right into the center. We'll see it here in just a second. Just a bit shaky. It is. It's a really big telescope. Sometimes it takes a minute to kind of get it to calm down. All right, let me speed it up real quick, see what we see. And then, see if I can click here. Let me zoom in a little bit, actually. We're really close to where we want to be. I'm going to swing us over real quick. There we go. Can you guys see that right in the center? Let's line up or something. There are planetary alignments. We do have one coming up. Let this kind of calm down for a minute. Well, you see it though, right in the center where those 4 stars are. That's going to be Orionus A, B, C, and D inside the constellation Orion. It makes up the Trapezium. See if I can move this over just a bit more. You guys can see it properly. Get up there. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful nebula here in just a minute. What up, Tony? How you doing, by the way? All right, it looks like it's getting to calm down. Then we're going to take a photo here real quick. I want to pull out some of the gain or the ISO. We're just going to take like a 15-second photo real quick. Look at some of the beautiful nebulosity coming from around here. You managed to photograph the Milky Way. Yo, that's amazing. The Milky Way is actually a really beautiful target. Like a really beautiful target. Wow, hold my phone. A lot of stars on my screen. Oh no. That's so funny. Check this out though. Look at how amazing that is. Can you all see that? Ain't that crazy cool? So this is a planetary, or sorry, a stellar nursery right here. This is where new stars are actually formed. You can see a satellite right in the center too. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stack it. Let me try to move this big old box out of the way. And we'll stack it up real quick. Check out kind of the cool features around the Great Orion. Again, this is the Great Orion Nebula. We're going to try to fix the coloring, bring in some of the brightness. You see that satellite there? Most likely it's a geostationary satellite that we see there. Ain't that crazy cool? It's like really gorgeous. Once the sun come to the end, somewhere around 5 to 6 billion years from now. Hey, how's it going, Goob? Good to see you. Good evening. It's kind of a different thing. Like, it depends on what you reference as die. You know what I mean? But that, like, there's going to be a long time that you go through these different experiences. Whether we go, we'll go into that red giant phase, then we'll go into a planetary phase, planetary nebula phase, and then we'll have that white core left behind, and eventually it'll turn into a black core. Oh, have a different conversation though. KGL on the left side, it's pretty cool, ain't it? What you're seeing is basically the fingerprints of the elements of what's out there. Mostly hydrogen and helium is what's in our view here, and a lot of dust. So much gorgeous view there. I don't know. It's just, this one always gets me. Will Earth itself become inhabitable in about 1 billion years? Probably so. About 1 billion years, roughly, about the estimate of what we have left here on Earth. Alright, let's do it. Let's get back to... Let's see here. Let me speed this up real quick. And we'll get back over towards the moon. Get back over towards the moon, Jupiter. There it is. The beautiful Great Orion Nebula. Swing the telescope back to the other side, though. And there, and we on our way. It's inhabitable now. Uninhabitable. I think that's what he meant to actually ask. One of your favorites to look at through a telescope. You know, it's amazing. It's really amazing. The fact that we are made up of stardust, why does that make you cry? Not too sure what the... Like, honestly, at the end of the day, everything has elements. The element that we find, obviously, carbon, which comes from... of what we know as far as where carbon comes from stars that go boom. Type 2 supernovas. Makes me cry the fact that we are made of stardust. I got you, though. Yeah, I think yeah. Uninhabitable, I think is what the question actually was. That's roughly about right. Oh, I forgot to turn down the brightness. What are y'all doing? Who turned the brightness on the moon? Y'all definitely want to be seen. There we go. Back to the moon. Just want to pay attention. We live has gotten worse over the years. Oh, there's even more of it. Don't worry about it. Kick an eye. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's crazy. It's amazing to me. Even like small communities sometimes just start like getting insane flights. LEDs are so like cheap now that they think they just have to have a million of them. Wasn't mine each day and every day. I got you. That's so true. That is very true. Hi Vanessa, good evening. How are you? But it is so true. It is so true. That kind of come through our view here. Hi Sean, how's it going, man? UK Shire, yo, because you guys sent us all your clouds from the UK. Distance, what's up? Long time no see. Good to see you. Has been a while. From the UK Shire, man. Shiny, y'all be sending us all your clouds over here, man. American flags still on the moon. They are. Several of them, obviously. Most of them are bleached. Just living out in the country. So glad the shell's here. Oh, you're welcome. Glad to have you, by the way. You want to go camping on the moon? I think it would be amazing to be on the moon. I don't want to go on a rocket, though. I don't know why. I just don't want to be on a rocket. I personally do not want to be on a rocket. Hold telescope the right way here. It's kind of wild. I actually thought we would see some geese go through our view. Really thought we'd be seeing a lot of geese come through tonight. He's a moon. That's disgusting. You are looking. You are the one looking. Very bad now. I heard knocking on a space shuttle door. I don't think I recall that one. I don't think I recall. I'll have to look that one up. Hoping it's clear on the 28th. I got you. I'm hoping it's clear next month for the blood moon. That was my hope. That it's going to be clear next month for the blood moon. What's scary to me, space or the sea? Equal. I mean, different fear factors, right, when it comes between the two. I'm not too sure that there's a true answer between it, because it's kind of like asking a question of two different things, two different subjects to try to compare them, but they both got their own fear factors, obviously. Hi, Jetta. Good evening. Sea doesn't have animals that'll eat you. That is true. Where's Tycho Impact Crater? Right here. Let's move back over. Right about here in the center. A really beautiful impact crater with that little tiny dot in the center. Well defined. You can see some of the light going back towards it. It's going to be beautiful Tycho, named after Tycho Brahe, which is a Danish astronomer. About 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep. 108 million years old. Would your head explode if you took your helmet off? No, you would basically kind of like become inside out. Things would go a little wild for you. Your lungs would be sucked up. Let's not talk about mercury. Oh, in Gatorade. You meant Gatorade, I gotcha. Mercury and Gatorade. Oh, man. Because it means that even bigger problems are still so small. That's true. That is so true. Oh, thanks, Anthony. I appreciate that. Thank you. Tell me that is, are they trying to build on the moon? I believe so. I believe we're going to have to, just in order to even get to Mars. So you have to have something on the moon to be able to lift off from the moon. We got to talk about how fragile we are. In many ways. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. There's a lot here, obviously, that can do a lot. I mean, even space. Space itself can do things to you that, yeah, lot more violent than probably what would happen here on Earth. Oh, thanks, Mo. Let's see who posted that too. See if we can pin that. There we go. Yep, Mercury and Gatorade. We see the rover tracks. Not a Tranquility. Tranquility didn't have the rover. But even then, we wouldn't see it. You need to look at India's second mission to the moon. They were able to capture the rover tracks with their camera. You got to be a lot closer. Angular resolution. Look at Robes, what's up, buddy? Been doing the looking for a job. Oh, I got you. That makes sense. That's just been crazy cloudy here. And when it is clear, it's just so turbulent in the sky because of all the moisture up there. Everything that dropped basically in the northeast had to be in the sky above us, right? As it kind of pulled north and then it all started moving out to the east. It didn't snow here, but a lot of moisture here. Just making it crazy. Hi. Oh, thanks, Brad. I appreciate it, but can it appear in the morning? What's that? The moon? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, is your stepdaughter touch-eye? Well, tell her we said hi. Her has been cut in half in about 5 minutes, yo. The moon will do that. The moon can do some funny stuff. If you're a nurse, it can do even more, apparently. And bring the moon back up. Let it kind of come through our view. It's just gorgeous because you get to see the Sea of Crisis on the right, that dark mass. Then you got the Sea of Vicuña on the bottom, Sea of Tranquility in the middle, and right on the very top is the Sea of Serenity. Sea of Tranquility is where the Apollo 11 mission landed. Just really beautiful areas, but the dark masses, that's going to be bosonic solidified lava, or ancient solidified lava. I actually just got that for you, Greg. You got the dark mass that you see as solidified lava. Nothing survives the universe. Everything has a coming, everything has an ending. Just really beautiful view tonight, though. I'm just enjoying watching it coming through the view. Always got to enjoy our moon. Stunning. What was before the Big Bang? No one knows. Not a it's not a question for science, because it's something that couldn't be observed. Like in the scientific side, it's something that you can observe and test, and then have repeated testings, right? So anybody can give that answer. They're not being truthful. Is it true that we have a second moon? We have 9 quasi-moons? Or 8 quasi-moons right now. I'll have to look up the number, but we have several quasi-moons. It's not a true moon, but they're just small capture devices that get into the same path as we take around the sun and pulled with our gravity. Ain't that Vanderbilt's Cosmology? No. No. How rare is life? It's a great question. Here on Earth. As far as we know, just here on Earth. Most likely it's out there, but as far as we know, life has only been discovered here on Earth. Is it 8 quasi-moons right now? Very nice, Jenny. Can't judge his actual thought. I got you. Dude, a lot of cosmology stuff is really very interesting. When you're talking about just that scale of information, man, it's insane. It always blows my mind. Definitely blows my mind. But hopefully that answered it for you, Stoops. What do you think about the wild signal? It wasn't during my time. The wild signal did not occur in my time. Not as something that I would ever study. I don't have an answer for it. The only reason people even talk about it nowadays, obviously, is because of 3i. But I don't know. I think there's information about it out there. I don't have information. It's not something I study. I've heard of it in the past, but it's not something that I've ever actually dug into. I think I need to accept that there isn't an answer to everything. This is true. Not everybody would have every answer, right? Like, if we had the answer to everything, then what good would any kind of studies or conversation even matter at that point? We wouldn't even need to have a conversation. Hey, this song. Why don't you look it up? You can definitely look it up. I mean, that happened like in the 1970s or something like that. I really don't know much about it though. But fascinating nonetheless. This is true. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just something that I wouldn't get involved in myself as far as that kind of information. So outside of my time. That is so true. True intelligence is knowing that you can't know everything. But it's nice to know a lot. That is so true. What do you think cavemen thought when they looked up? I got no clue. I don't have the answer. Probably the same that we essentially think, except probably a little bit more hopeful. I don't know the answer to that. I know that when you do look up, obviously it can connect you to our past and our future, obviously, in the present here. I don't have the answer, though. Infinite, thank you so much for the laughing disco. It's one of those things that make you wonder. Not as skeptical of everything, but I feel bad. Yeah, they were more trustworthy. I think so. I would agree with that. I mean, at the end of the day, trust but verify, right? It's always an important aspect. Trust but verify. Very important. I think we're actually looking down. I mean, I guess. Space itself don't have an up or down. But in our perspective, yeah. I mean, I guess. You're going to be looking in the direction you're looking. Let's go back over to Jupiter real quick. She likes it. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, thank you. Like Australians, that's right. Just like the Australians. It's so true. I'm going to bring in Jupiter a little better here. So we get a little bit more light looking out at Jupiter here. Some of those cold moons come in as well. Pulled over properly. We can see the fork out Lanian moons. Look at the moon right now from Brazil. Yo, it's awesome. That's super awesome. Some Galilean moons, that's right. It's amazing to get to see this. Again, we got Callisto very top. Right next to Jupiter is going to be Io and then Europa. And then all the way on the bottom right side is going to be Ganymede. Yeah, you're just going to be looking in the direction you're looking. Essentially how it is. There's no up or down in space, left or right. You're just looking off in the direction you're looking. And how big the moons around Jupiter are compared to ours? Well, it's a great question. Three of them are larger than our moon. They're massive. But you see those three obviously right now. But they're massive. These are really big moons that we see here. Out of the, obviously, was it 96 moons around Jupiter? 97 moons. What are we up to right now? I have to look it up again. There's a lot up there, though. Does one of those moons supposedly have a lot of water? A lot of them do, actually. The one that you're probably referencing is Europa. Europa is a icy moon with the ocean underneath it, though. Thanks for the last signal. Powerful transient radio source from soft gamma repeater. Or maybe a magnastar. Illuminated cloud of cold hydrogen. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. 97 moons, okay. I honestly have not even looked up the recent moon count. I should. It's been a minute since I have. Once the last update was in July of last year. At some point. You promise? Yo, get that sonic ice. I get it. Definitely do it. I definitely get that. A slushy sounds really good about right now. Seen it by star. 3 fingers north of the moon. Is that Jupiter? North of the moon? Would not be Jupiter. Jupiter would be north. I'm trying to think here. Jupiter wouldn't be north of the moon. It should be south in the view. But I think that's what you're talking about, maybe. Maybe it's more like to the south. Callisto be on the top left. Godzilla. What's up, buddy? The Earth stopped spinning for 1 second when everybody died. That's a great question. Honestly, I have no answer for it. I couldn't answer that one to the specific of when everybody died. In southern atmosphere. Oh, okay. I get you. That makes sense. I got you. Yep, Callisto be the one way out there to the top left side of Jupiter. It's over 1 million miles away from Jupiter. For just a bit, Jimmy. I think for just a bit. There's a few other projects I wanted to get done still. Yeah, I'll be on for just a bit. Tonight, hanging out with Jupiter and the moon tonight. Are Jupiter's moons cold? They can be. Some are cold, some are relatively warm. For example, like Io. Io's the most volcanic mass here. So there's a lot of heat areas, but yet still cold because they don't have like an atmosphere. Then you get to moons like, for example, like Europa, where it is an icy moon, but you get towards its cores, it gets a little bit warmer just because of the tidal forces from other moons, cause it to kind of warm up in there. How's the planet get a moon? Is there just this huge vast that gets sucked into the rotation pool? It's a good question. There's several different ways that a planet can get a moon. It could be a capture, it could be something that gets developed during the planetary development phase. It could be something that gets collided, a lot like our moon here, or it can even come from its ring system. It's kind of like what Saturn does. The planet rains time. It's a great question. Honestly, we don't have a true answer to that. All the gas planets do have the possibility to have diamonds. Everything's there that you would need to be able to get gas diamonds, or to get diamonds, but we don't have a true source saying that it does rain diamonds anywhere. I'm doing great, Lars. How's it going, man? Good evening, bud. You see 3i Atlas. I have not tried in forever, to be honest. It's been a few months the last time I tried for 3i Atlas. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. I haven't even looked up its location, or let's see if I can actually look it up real quick. It's not that far from Jupiter, to be honest. It's honestly not too far. We try to align us to Jupiter real quick, and then we could try to see if we can get close to it. Won't hurt nothing. We can always try for it real quick. I don't have any special filters on to help boost it, so just try. Put 3i back on here real quick. It's gonna be really, really faint. See if there's any stars in our view even in this area. We're super close to the moon, though, so whether we would get it or not is beyond me, but we'll try. I think we're going to get a lot of moon. Yeah, there's a lot of moon. It'd be really hard just because of the moon. Let me grab a little bit more light. I'll try to plate solve it, see if we can get it in the center. Yeah, it's so much moon. The moon is insanely bright. Let me try it this way. Then I'll try to plate solve it. If we get that right, then it should put it pretty close to the center right here. I really don't see anything really fast. But the moon's going to cause so many issues trying to find it. There's something right there, but that looks more like a star. Yeah, the object that I do see looks like a star. I don't think we'd probably have to wait for like 4 days to get the moon far enough away, though. Is there planetary alignment this weekend? There's one coming up. There's one coming up. Not me. Speed the camera back up. We can swing back to the moon as well. The moon. You know, we're unavailable where you are. Yeah, we did Orion just a bit ago. We actually got it just a bit ago. It's on the other side of the sky, though, so we'd have to turn the telescope back to the other side of the pier. Go stream for the blood moon. Can we see the blood moon in California? You will be able to see it in California. Absolutely. Everybody in the North American constellation will be able to. Continent, I should say. Constellation. Whether we'll be able to see it or not depends on the clouds. Honestly, depends on the clouds. I'm hoping to stream it. Always enjoy a nice blood moon, obviously. It depends on the clouds, though. Your favorite constellation, right? That's awesome. That's so cool. Does the moon belong to anybody? Not even Americans, but no one. No one at all. Hey, by the way, how's it going, Marks? Long time no see, dude. 7:33 p.m. in your country. Right now, for me now? Right now it's 8:34. Sorry. For me, I'm in the central time here in the USA, or native 600. Be negative 6 or 700 right now. So it's 8:34 p.m. Telescope tonight is the C11 telescope. This one's C11 telescope. We'll probably be using a different telescope in the next... Well, if it stays clear, we'll be swapping over to a different telescope over the next few days. One of the new ones that came in, we'll probably be using it. They're first here. Guys on the moon. Oh my goodness, yeah. By that logic, yeah. Taking a picture of the moon every day, yeah, that's amazing. That's so cool, Tor. What's so cool about that is that you get to see the liberation, the process of liberation. So it almost looks like it wobbles in a way. Makes it look really cool. Is the moon? Can we try to see Jupiter? It is the moon. We just seen Jupiter. We'll go back to it here shortly, though. We will get back to it here in a minute. Have we just blows up in our lifetime? Who knows? You know, you just waiting to get here. Maybe. Take a picture of it every day until December. Oh, it'll be amazing. It'll be crazy cool. The amount of photos that you'll get for that. Line it up for every lunar cycle. It'll be so cool. Kind of zoom in a little bit towards the South Pole here. It's crazy to call the speed of light slow. That is true. That is kind of true. Here's going to be the South Pole of the moon itself. Kind of zoomed in here. We've got it tracking right now, so make it kind of nice. I pulled in properly. Check about here. 10:36 a.m. Different country. I got you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Honestly, I thought we would see a lot of geese tonight flying through. Facing middle school. Yeah, that's crazy. There's so much going on here. You see a little bit of the atmospheric turbulence as well. All that kind of like breathing per se. A little bit of atmospheric turbulence going on. Which area what? What was the question? You slow the telescope down a bit too. Not flying so fast. Kind of walk around a little bit. Yeah, it's not horrible. Could definitely be worse. There's the black cat on the moon. Yeah, some days it can be pretty wild. I'm doing good. How you doing, bud? How's your night? Let me turn off tracking. Let's let it kind of come through our view. For the blood moon, I've seen the blood moon action. Look at the moon and Jupiter. Yeah, that's amazing, Tor. So ahead of its time. Can't even understand math. I got you. No, moon landing area. It's one of them. Actually, we got 1, 2, 3. 3 of them in this view right here. Another one will be on the far left here shortly, and then another one on the top. Now we got about 4 in our view. And number 5 will be coming in the view on the bottom left side here quickly. Roughly about there. You get about 5 in the view there. Four in the view. 6, 11, 17, and 15. 12 and 14 be further off to the left side. Leaving about 3.8 centimeters away for us. Pretty good. That's about accurate. Yep. Roughly about 1.437 inches, roughly. Centimeters screw me up. Still do. In inches, yeah, about 1.437 inches, roughly. There's some beautiful mountains on the moon. The highest mountain peak's on the far right side, Mount Huygens. You don't say it properly, probably Mount Huygens. It's beautiful mountains. Mountains against the black skies. The transparency of space. Yeah. I think the mountains on the moon are actually really awesome. Some really beautiful views. Hey, what up, Steven? How you doing, buddy? How's your night? Mount Huygens is right here. Right about in the center right now. In that little mountain range, it's going left to right. It's right inside there. Yeah, Mount Huygens is really large. It's almost like Mount Everest here on our planet. The highest mountain, though, the largest mountain, in the solar system's on Mars. As far as I think Mount Huygens is like 18,000 feet roughly. Pretty high. It's a big mountain. Okay, it looks like a heart. You see one that looks like a heart up here? Let me go back up. Must have missed it. Which one? I kind of come through here real quick. One of these. Are there any rovers there? There's still rovers on the moon. They didn't bring it back. Bark on the moon. Oh, your book's out now, dude? No way, that's awesome. What's the name of your book? Hey, Frequent, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Used to watch Bruce T's on. Their sightings legit. You know, I've never seen any of the stuff. Honestly, never seen any of it. The very top of the left one. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see it. I see what you're saying. Right up here. So you got the Sea of Showers right here. See a main mass on the bottom. And then right where that's coming in, is going to be the Bay of Rainbows. Roughly in that area. Let's see if we can turn up a little bit more. See a little bit more out there. You can see the Bay of Rainbows right there. It almost looked like a shark took a bite out of the moon up in that corner. Hey, what up, Billy? How you doing? John, thanks for making. I love it. Yeah, I definitely see the one that you see. It looks like a heart. I can see that. That's pretty cool. Any valuable minerals on the moon? Sure, of course. I guess it depends on what's valuable to you, though. But yeah, absolutely. Be gold on the moon, yeah. Gold's all over the cosmos. Diamonds, probably no. But gold, yeah, definitely. Get a little Jupiter. We can go by Jupiter. It's not that far. Jupiter. Get some of the moons real quick, too. See Jupiter and some of its moons. Io and Europa are really close to it currently. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Haven't seen me since last year? No way. Are you serious? I've streamed since last year. Happy New Year to you, dude. That's so funny. Here's 3 Galilean moons. Got Ganymede on the very bottom right side. Jupiter is a beast. I would agree. It is a beast. Let's see if we can make out any of the bands. Barely make them out. See if we can do a little focus too. Because why not? You can see how turbulent the sky actually is. If you look at the moons, you can see the sky is relatively turbulent. I want to try to focus just a bit though. See if we can. It's a little bit closer. I can't tell if I see the storm or not. It don't look like it. I don't think the storm's facing us tonight. But definitely, if you look at the moons, you can see the turbulent, the amount of moisture we have and the wind blowing through and some of the heat rising. Quite a bit of turbulence tonight. Let's start getting this amazing. Hadn't been thinking about the moon today. Oh no. We're gonna try to get book 2 out this year. Oh, that's crazy, bro. No way. Wait for the planetary alignment. February 28th. We're gonna have clouds that night. A great which spot. Which moons are we seeing right now? We got Jupiter and then Io, Europa right next to each other, and then Ganymede on the bottom right side. If we get back out a little bit, we can see Callisto as well. You can zoom out a little bit here. Get some more light, and we'll see Callisto. Up on the top left side there. There you go. I got the 4 Galilean ones. Got 5 books ready to go already. That's crazy, dude. That's actually really crazy. That's amazing, though. Next full moon be coming up on the 3rd. Coming up on the 3rd. It'll be a blood moon as well. I believe we're going to be clouded out. That's my thinking so far. Every video stream the sun. Do you have filters for it? Sometimes we do. And we do. We got white light filters. I do sometimes, not like a very common thing that I do though. You could see the storm last night for yourself. That's amazing. That's so cool. That's so cool. Your 4th book goes on in M31 in Andromeda Galaxy. That's amazing, dude. No way. That's craziness, though. That's all craziness, huh? Yeah, there's Jupiter, though. Jupiter out there doing Jupiter things. Come back over towards the moon again. Oh, the 5th book. Okay, I got you. I should be able to see it twice a day from Earth. Yeah, just under 10 hours. Nope. Just under 10 hours. Hey, Will, welcome in. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the laughing disco. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love and support. Gorgeous moon. You got me fun? Solid ring. Oh, that's crazy. Using the telescope? What, use a phone mount? Or just put your phone on it? On the eyepiece. Good getaways in the Discovery of Fate. It sends ships to M31 in 18 travel hours. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, what up, Trev? How you doing? How you welcome, Billy? Absolutely. Shut in Terra Solar Observatory. Oh, Rising the Sierra Rise. Thought they would build a temple there to mark it. That's crazy. What does the dark side look like? It's a great question. You see all that dark mass that we see here? A little less of that. It's quite a bit brighter as far as like reflectivity goes. There's a ton of impact craters, a lot more impact craters, but there's a lot less of the solidified lava that we see on this side. There's a lot less on the other side. You look at space, you look at home. Love it. Epic, what's up, buddy? How's it going? How's your night? One is Irish. His moon town is done. Oh, moon done. It's town moon. It's fitted 120 degrees from town. Oh, but this London or moon town. Dude, that's amazing. Ah, dude, I'm glad to have you again tonight, Steven. Definitely glad to have you. You named a planet last night? Nice. What'd you name it? Self means moon stuff, you know? Dang. Drag conspiracy. It's Peter by Asker AI. I must have missed something. 120 degrees from Terra. Is London or moon town? I got you. Oh, I'll have to look it up for sure. You made Planet Kush nice. Very nice. both look at the moon. Me too. I wish you'd like kind of drawn into a lot of the impact craters and just enjoyed looking at them. Like the one I'm looking at right now is the ones near the top that almost look like the kind of like a face in a way. It's always a funny one. Sometimes I forget we gotta move around a little bit, not stare at the same position every time. Honestly, surprised we haven't had a lot of geese fly through. And homemade chili dogs, I love it. Sounds good. I made tacos tonight. It was Taco Thursday. It was Taco Thursday. Full moon on December 23rd, 2026 will be the final super moon of 2026. I mean, it's going to be the last full moon of 2026, too. Yeah, mini tacos? Yeah, that sounds good. Love tacos? Yeah, me too. Let's get a look at Jupiter whenever I can in your telescope. Dude, it's amazing. Jupiter is amazing. Mexican food usually is pretty decent. Tex-Mex. Red beans and rice with cornbread tonight. Oh, that sounds good too. Chicken filled mini tacos. Very nice. Very nice. Not a bad little meal. Cool thing is with the with my new stream deck, I shouldn't be talking while I'm muted anymore. Oh man, can't believe I've done that so many times. You eat pizza with pineapple? Yeah, there's something wrong with you. Gonna watch on TV soon. Sounds awesome. They get really good graphics off the TV when watching stuff like this. The house of girlfriend had lots of tree cover. Oh, limited view the other night. Came here to celebrate Liberty Channel. Jericho. Yeah. I was getting a relation to that as an end of the moon alignment. It's not close, it's perfect. I got you. I definitely got you. I got what you're saying. I don't know anything about it personally. I get what you're saying. Light moon from where? The sun. Moon gets sunlight. Hey, dude, Hawaiian pizza is horrible. You like the sweet and spicy flavor on the pizza? Dang. I don't think it's tasty. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. It's weird. Yeah, just in time for the food point. I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know where the whole pineapple pizza came from. I didn't even start that one. I'm actually innocent. Got you some mozzarella sticks from Sonic. I did that just the other night. It's awesome. Tomorrow you're making nachos? Nachos. Hey CJ, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Not from fire. No, the sun's not fire. The sun is a big old ball of gas creating atomic fusion in its core. Releases the energy. So the light that we see from the moon, though, is the light coming from the sun. Oh, there goes a goose. Hey, Angel, how you doing? Long time no see. How's your night? Some people like peach on. The only fruit that goes on pizza, honestly, is tomatoes. Like, it's just a little too much. Just pizza should just be your sauce, your tomatoes, and then if you want a meat, you can have meat. If you want veggies, out of veggie. Fruit's just weird. Just a ball plasma. That's right. Welcome back to her. They put mushroom, peppers, and pineapples on pizza should be thrown in prison. Yo, I can do peppers and mushrooms. Like, I can understand veggies with meat. I don't understand fruit with meat, though. That one don't make a lot of sense to me. Hey Ron, welcome in, bud. How you doing? Good evening. Tomatoes are fruit. They are fruit. Not they would be. Looking at the moon right now, and hello Jupiter outside the moon. Yo. Jupiter's so close to the moon tonight. It's actually really gorgeous. I like getting to see those bright planets like Jupiter, Saturn, when they get next to the moon. Even Mars looks so cool. Spicy hamburger, onions, peppers, cheese, tomatoes, baked under a broiler. 5 minutes. Yo, that sounds good. I could do that. Hi, Tonio. I could definitely do that. Let's move around the telescope a bit here. Look at a little different area of the moon for a minute. When shall we move to Jupiter? Never. For some reason yesterday, let's fun around. I think I was man because I stared at it get pulled by the left or the right. What happened? The light moon is from body moon. I got no clue what you're saying there. The light from the moon is a reflection of sunlight. And we can measure that. We can actually measure the light off the moon and determine that. Also, we can see the shadows come from different areas, determine which direction it's coming from. Jupiter's absolutely looking amazing tonight. Its moons are in a good position too. We'll swing over to it here shortly. They're just now going past the meridian line. So the moon is just on the west side of the sky, where Jupiter's still on the east side of the sky. So we'll swing around here in just a bit though. Blood moon can't wait, yo. It's all been messy up. Coming right up. Coming right up. Watching the moon, talking about food. Great combo. Surprisingly, no one has mentioned cheese, right? I found that there's 3 stars. They're 10 times bigger than the sun. Oh, there's a lot of them out there. See the planet parade on the 20th. I got you. Call the moon Jupiter. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, they saw a mountain on Ios that's taller than Everest. There's a lot of volcanic mountains on Io. I don't know one that's taller than Everest though. I'd have to look it up. I don't recall that. It may be something new from the what mission was it? A lot of their stuff was restudied. I can't remember which mission dropped that. Yeah, I cannot remember it off the top of my head. Put some giant mirrors on the moon. It'd be kind of wild. Besides, am I using a 11-inch tonight? True sticks do sound good. That'd be a depth on Jupiter that equals to 1 gravity. It would be great artificial incubator, maybe. Would there be a depth on Jupiter that would equal to 1 gravity? So, are you talking about the force of gravity that we have here on like an exit near the equator? So 9.8 meters squared. Is that what you're speaking of, or no? I assume that's what you're speaking of. I mean, you definitely get there. You can definitely find that point. Problem is, you'll just be going inwards, so you'd have to have a lot of energy to try to continuously escape and stay or maintain that position. When will be a full moon? On the 3rd. Best part of the moon? No wind. I mean, you got solar wind. Up top of the moon, a big circle. Looks like a huge blast. On the top side, yeah, that's if you're talking about that dark area, that's actually going to be Plato impact crater. The one on the very top, that's Plato. And then, of course, on the left, that one there, that's Copernicus right here. That's the one you're speaking of. If someone landed on the moon, would you be able to see it through your telescope? Yeah, crazy question. I mean, it's not a crazy question. I think it's a valid question. The problem is, for this size telescope angular resolution, something on the moon is probably going to have to be like 5 miles wide, roughly. Copernicus, there you go. Copernicus. What an ugly impact crater. But yeah, with the angular resolution, this telescope would have to see something about 5 miles or wider. So a person, no, it wouldn't see a person. It'd be too small. When will be a full moon? On the 3rd. The 3rd. Copernicus. Man. Alright, we got to turn the telescope around to the other side of the sky again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we got to change the other to the other side of the pier here. Everything's on the west side of the sky now. Let us swing around. Hey, mirror, hi, turn into the side of the just looking up. Saw the beaver moon. Okay, what was that called? Let me just become a astronomer. And then I did. Nice. Any thoughts on the light recorded periodically over the centuries, recorded by some very trustworthy observers and scientists? Which one are you speaking of? Lights recorded periodically. Are you talking about on the moon? Inside some of the impact craters, there is a what do you want to call it? There's a term for it too. But inside some of the impact craters, because the dust can get charged by the solar winds, and it can create almost like a lightning in a sense. And so you do see that. So it's just a static property, though, which is well known. I can't remember the name of it, though. It's getting black. Why is it black? I just turned the telescope. I said that everything in dying will become dead. Never thought of it that way. Yeah, everything in the universe. Everything has a beginning. Everything has an end. We're swinging the telescope around right now. Just going to go by a few stars. We're almost back to the moon, though. We just had to swap to the other side of the pier. Should see it come in. There's the moon. It's here, so we'll see it's actually upside down now in our view. Just because of how the telescope swaps to the other side of the pier. Essentially, it's upside down. I think it was speaking of the... I'm not too sure, actually. On the moon, sky sometimes lights. Yeah. Inside some of the deep impact craters, it's kind of a phenomenon that's caused by like solar winds charging particles. So, just saw another plane created a smoke cloud with like a flashing color. No, so red and green lights. Ah, I gotcha. Now we can swing back to Jupiter a little bit here. I want to first sink us onto the moon. Then we can swing over to Jupiter for just a second. And right over we go. Let's get a little bit more light. It's right there in the corner, though. Bring a little bit more light to be able to see it a little better. Home observatory, stupid question, but I just want to ask. Yeah, I built this one here at my location, my backyard. There we go. Just some of the moons come in a little better. Check out a few of the moons there. Michael Collins. Are you controlling the scope from a computer? I am. That I am. The way the observatory is set up, there's the open platform area that has a roll-off roof that's motorized, and then there's a room adjacent to it with the computer systems inside of it that controls the mount and the cameras and stuff. Get a flash of the moon just now, yeah. I'm kind of surprised that we actually have clear skies still, to be honest. I was like, it's calm for clear skies. We'll probably go for like an hour and then clouds will just fly in somehow. Seems to be right. It's definitely how the weather has been here lately. Just been insanely cloudy, like crazy cloudy. I'll put out the brightness again. See the bands real quick before we fly off to the moon again. It's pretty cool to see the bands on Jupiter. I know, don't jinx it, right? You're right, absolutely. Yeah, we did see all 4 of them. We're going to swing over to the moon again here. Bring the moon back in. We'll look at the South Pole for just a bit. Binoculars and spot. Oh, flash. See a crater. Have me right back. You're looking at the south side of the moon, then you're looking roughly about where we're looking at here. This impact crater here, this is Tycho. It looks like the belly button of the moon. Kind of makes the moon look like it has a belly button. Unless if you're down under. It just looks funny. Why be showing the planet parade on the 28th? I believe we're supposed to have clouds. I believe we're going to be all cloudied up. So yeah, just checked, yeah. The mountain ranges here are just amazing. So many mountains. Ever like just want to look out there and see a bunch of mountains from a bird eye view, and you're doing it now. That makes it really cool. What's the green names mean? See, members of the channel. People that become a member. Where we view them from? Kansas City, Missouri. Unless you're from Missouri, then we call it Missouri. Yeah, we're here in Kansas City. Hi Stephanie, good evening. How are you? How do you have a green name? It's because they became a member of the channel. I'm new to lives, I got you. Yeah, you can become a member of the channel. Oh, you're in Aurora City, oh no way. Yeah, you can become a member of the channel. It's kind of like Patreon, if you know what Patreon is. But it's basically a monthly membership charge that YouTube does. Allows people to become a member of the channel, get different access, obviously. It's a way to be able to support what we do here on the here essentially what we do. But you can do it. I think it's a $sign to the right of where you type your messages, and it says something like become a member or something at that point. But if you want to be able to support the channel, it's a great way to be able to do it, to allow us to continue to do what we do. Everything that we make here on the channel, we do put back into the observatory, continue to grow with it. Some of the cool things that'll be coming up is you guys will start to see a lot more sensors, from lightning flashes around the observatory to temperatures, obviously. The sky temperature, so we'll be able to measure the temperature of space itself, to the radio astronomy side of things, which is still being built out. So there's a lot of different things that are coming in that we'll get to enjoy here soon. Does it feel like a podcast? People say that. Little part of the alignment, even though it got demoted. So not really. It's not in the alignment, the planetary alignment. It's not counted in it. Why'd you have it like that? Almost like it has hot air. So there's a couple of things going on. We do have a little bit of heat going in front of the telescope. So some of the heat that escapes from like the control room here gets in front of the telescope, causes it to wave a little bit, but it's also the atmosphere. Sometimes we get that turbulence in the air. Similar to like if you're flying in an airplane, you get into that rough air patch and bounce around. It's the same that we're doing here, except we're visually looking through that turbulence. So all that moisture, the heat rising, the wind blowing through. Or kind of just think of when you light like a grill on fire or look at hot pavement in the summertime, you see them waves coming through, that turbulence. Similar to what we're doing here, but we're really zoomed in, so we amplify quite a bit. Friend has a question. Why can't man find a material that can ride a laser beam of light? Why can't man find a material that can ride anything that moves at the speed of light? Would be shredded in that own thought process, right? Like when it comes to materialistic type stuff, it just wouldn't be able to go the speed of light. You got a lot of things going on there. The amount of energy and stuff like that, it's just wild. Did you already show the cat on the moon? We looked at it just a minute ago. We can go back and look at it here. It's not too far from where we're looking at right now. It's really close to this location. Oh, the cat on the moon. Got hit by a wind shear. It was so crazy. Oh, no way. The cat on the moon, I'll put it right in the center here. Hopefully you can see it. It's kind of upside down in our view right now. There's the cat on the moon. Didn't like collision videos and I mean collision like realistic collision physics. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. In theory, it's possible. Not really. I mean, like in theory, materialistic stuff going light speed is not realistic. It's not a thing. People would like to answer the question of how, but as much as people would like to answer the question of how, it pretty much comes back to just impossible. Like we would just never be able to do travel at the speed of light. It looks like a squirrel to you. Oh, that's funny. That's super funny. A lot of people see what looks like a fox in this area as well. More to the right side, though. This is C11 telescope tonight. You must have right at the gate. It's fine. Was that only an hour flight? Oh, that's crazy. No way, man. No way. That is crazy. That's super crazy. You're still two-dimensional. That's funny, bro. I mean, there's 4 dimensions. And the 4th dimension might actually be 3 dimensions. If that's true, then there's 6 dimensions. Look at the moon through my binocular in December. What did I see a lunar? What did you see a lunar when you looked at the moon? Just kind of said the same thing. So vast and hard to understand. That's true. And then when I looked at the moon through my binoculars in December, what did I see? A lunar Maria that looked like a cherry. It depends on which one you looked at. So, like, if it looked like a cherry, like the seashell, which is actually really close to where we're at here, like that one right here, that's a Sea of Serenity. I'm kind of pulled in a little better. That one's a Sea of Serenity. That could have been the one you looked at. It just depends, because I don't know exactly what you're looking at, but like the Sea of Serenity has that seashell cherry look to it. I'm not too sure which other one you'd have looked at. Sea of Fecundity and Sea of Crisis are relatively distinct, so like you really don't notice too much when you're looking out here. Like the Sea of Fecundity being on the top and then Sea of Crisis on the left. I don't think you'd have been looking at those. I mean, it could have been the Sea of Crisis. Looking at 3D printing on the moon would be pretty smart. Home before Saturn's rings start looking like rings again. Next year. Next season, as we can, or I should say the next Saturn season, where we start to be Saturn again, it'll start to look a little bit more defined. Up to about 7 years. It'll get its greatest, or the maximum southern spread. You spend much on Astro stuff. Dude, that's awesome, Trev. That's amazing, brother. That is amazing. Pawnee Storm Chase. I love the name, dude. But that is true. That is true. The Pawnee, Oklahoma? Or is that a Pawnee, Kansas? What do you think of the water ice and the craters on the South Pole? I think it's an important aspect, right? So it's something that we've known about for quite a while. I'm not sure what the question actually is, though. We talk about these deep impact craters near like the South Pole, and we'll go towards South Pole here. Just where none of the sunlight gets down to the bottom of these impact craters. So it's like negative 410, negative 420 degrees roughly in that region. This is important, though. They can be used for a lot of different things. Definitely be used for a lot of different things in space travel. Angela, thank you so much for the laughing disco. I appreciate you. Colorado. Oh, okay. Pawnee, Colorado. Interesting. To Jupiter, we're good. We'll do it here in just a minute. To true, the moon Gerard is breaking up. You didn't know that. So I think there is a little bit of information that came out that talked about some of it losing a little bit of mass. I'm not too sure why though. I don't know much information about that though. All right, let's swing Jupiter here real quick. And we imagine Titan and the biggest moon in our solar system collided. Oh my goodness, Ganymede and Titan taking on each other. Yeah, that'd be insane. I really don't want to imagine that. Proto-Titan. Let's see if I can bring this up. Proto-Titan and Proto-Hyperion collided, causing the rings of Saturn. So imagine if they wouldn't have collided. Can you imagine how big Titan actually would have been before that? It has caverns, I think. Old lava tubes. That is correct. That is correct. Imagine Titan. Yeah. Just imagine that, though. Like, imagine if Proto-Titan would not have collided and released a lot of that material, obviously. Where the other moon, Hyperion, would have lost more, obviously. It makes a lot of sense of why even Titan has an atmosphere. Like Titan 2, then Whisper atmosphere, yeah. It makes sense, and this is most likely why it has an atmosphere. When I watch our Jupiter rise from one of the moons, that'd be crazy cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Hi Angela, good evening. How are you? How's your night? Please do Jupiter. I got you here. Hopefully you can see it. Can you see Jupiter okay? You got Jupiter, you got 3 of the 4 Galilean moons here. It should be Jupiter, and then to the left it'll be Europa and then Io. Europa on the bottom, Io on the top. And then Ganymede way out there. Ganymede's the largest moon in the solar system. Europa's an icy moon with an ocean under it. Could have life. Io itself is just wild. It's the most volcanic mass in our solar system. But then if we kind of go off in the other direction, we'll see the other moon here. See if we can find it. It's really, really faint right now. I'm going to turn some brightness. But it's going to be Callisto. Callisto is a massive moon. Right there's Callisto. It's a massive moon. And it orbits about 1 million miles away from Jupiter. I'll zoom out a little bit so we can try to get all 4 of the moons. We have Jupiter out there. Get a little bit more brightness maybe. There we go. Ain't that cool? Chance, what's up, brother? But that's where we're seeing here. Moons around Jupiter. ET lives on the dark side of the moon. I highly doubt it. So we can see that. Ooh, that's flying. That's funny. That's super funny. What's that dim globe I see? Where at? Which one? Pitch black. Where do you get your eyes like that? What is going on? So much to explore just in a break. That is true. How often does the moon get impacts? Often. Frequently. Right now it's relatively calm, but if you were to really just speak of it, probably about every 10 minutes or so, a micrometeoroid impacts the moon. There's periods where it gets really, really heavy, especially as we come up in like the summer period to the end of the year. This time of year, we don't have a lot of debris out there though. Hey, what up, Clay? How you doing? Well, we'd find some crazy alloys, probably. If nothing near this collided, it would be so cool to look at. That'd be a horrible scenario. That'd be a horrible scenario. The distance between the two itself is about 1 billion miles. So imagine if they do collide. Something happened in our solar system that wouldn't be in our interest. We're looking forward to the upcoming planetary parade. Nice, very nice. See some stars out here too. Can you guys see some of the stars back here? A couple of different stars there. 3 of them it looks like. See a red star. And then right next to that red star is a hotter star. See a blue star next to it. Let me see if I can get a little bit more brightness on it. See the stars a little bit better. There's some of the stars. Ain't that cool? Bring it back out a little bit. Always cool to see. Spent 24 hours putting everything in. Everything's on your calendar. Nice. That's funny. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate it. Come back, Adder. It's from Jupiter. Would our moon be visible with the sun angle we're right? It would be. It would be. Ever see the movie 2010? Jupiter turns into a sun, Europa's ice melts, and life appears on the surface at the end. Oh, no way, dude. I've never actually seen it. That'd be crazy. Ice sounds good, Jenny. Sounds good. Angela, thank you for the hot cocoa, Angela. Thank you so much. Steven, thank you so much for the 100, brother. Appreciate you both. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you for the love and support. Chance, how's your night, dude? How's your night going, brother? Let's see if I can turn this on over here real quick. Wait, we're already actually on. 14 minutes. Meteor M2-3 was, or Meteor-M2-3 will be kind of flying over. I was going to see if I can grab it. Actually, it looks like it's running right now. I was going to see if I can grab it. I've been waiting on that all day, Chance. I tried a different antenna setup again. From all around the road. Respect them all. Yo, I appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. Going good. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, brother. I'll let you know if I see anything here that's going through. I had no luck earlier today. I don't know. I got no clue. I did make a new antenna, though. Clothes hanger antenna. Crud. Anyways, man, you can get it for sure. Even if we don't get that one, we'll get the good one. What's the most moons you've seen around Jupiter? 4. Only 4. No, I'm 4 long. New moons. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me, brother. It's been 16 days in the hospital. No way, Angela. What was the last week? Yo, I hope you feel better. This one's Jupiter, yeah. Jupiter and its Galilean moons. Yeah, I hope you feel a lot better. I really hope you're feeling better. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to see you. Somebody hacked one of your space mouse? Then now I see one of the stars. Dude, we don't do politics here, man. Politics, religion don't belong here. Background sound makes this super relaxing. Nice. Mention your astronomy project. That's not what's here. It's happening outside of graduating. I am now professionally unemployed physics. Wesley. Dang, bro. Yo, congratulations, though, man. Congratulations. That is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Congratulations. Does suck. Astrophysics, obviously a very saturated job market. Got clean your monitor, got way too many stars. Man, so funny. You guys are wild. You guys are a bit wild. Sometimes I don't know how to handle y'all. Yeah. Which moon is closer to Jupiter right now? Europa. Europa would be the closest one in the view. Io being the one to the left of Europa. Ganymede far top left. Looks like I'm gonna find. Not y'all think he can find nowadays? Oh man. Man, I must have been. What? I had no clue what you're typing there. No clue. You lost me. I'm so far lost, dude. I couldn't even find downtown from downtown. How do you know which moon is which? Someone did tell me earlier, but I can look at it and see which one's Ganymede. I can tell you which one's Callisto. Io and Europa always mess me up. Those are the two that are really close to each other. But someone did say it earlier for us. Ganymede's the largest moon in the solar system, and also the largest moon, obviously, around Jupiter. And then Callisto's really, really far away from Jupiter. If you pay enough attention, Io's closest to Jupiter, so if you spend like an hour watching them, you'll see Io move relatively fast compared to the other moons that we see here. Natalie, how are you doing? I see you. How's your night? Chance I might just have a hump there, buddy. Maybe. It ain't sinking, but I can see it. I definitely, actually, no, it is synced. Dude, I finally got it synced, bro. It is synced. Let's see if it does anything, though. I just lost it. It was synced. Got a lot of signal. I had to sync that for me. Do you know what I have circle moon is? Do you know what I have circle moon is? What do you mean? Not too sure what you mean. How many moons does Earth have? We got one moon, and then we got 8 quasimoons. Do they rotate clockwise? Is it counterclockwise on Jupiter? I think counterclockwise. Yo, what up, Adventure? How you doing, buddy? Looking right now to see if Jupiter, where you are. Okay, say hello, Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter's moons will go over 858 moon paths. Oh, nice. Very nice. Is there any way to see more detailed Jupiter? If we had a different camera setup, we'd be able to see more. Currently, we are not set up properly for actually viewing Jupiter. It's kind of the thing. As we were enjoying the view of the moon, so if I pull out some of the light, you can see some of the marking on Jupiter. We can zoom in a little bit, but it's all digital. Unfortunately, we just got digital zoom. Pull out some more light. You can make out the bands on it at least. We're not set up for Jupiter, though. Sounds good, Mo. Sounds good. We were technically set up for the moon. We were hanging out the moon. Which we can jump over the moon as well. Do that again here. And we come back to the moon for just a minute here. Let me back up just a bit. Enjoy the moon for a minute. This is kind of why we're not seeing Jupiter super close. Hard to do the two different things, the moon plus Jupiter all in one setup. Usually you need a lot more zoom for Jupiter. It's counterclockwise. Okay, nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, let me go back to this thing real quick. See if I can get this to work. I had it for a minute. Had it for a minute though. No, I'm not. I don't know if you heard me there, Chance, but I had it for a minute. I had the feeling of standing on the moon. Oh, that'd be so cool. Zero gravity in my dreams sometimes. Anyone else experience that? Nope. There's a big comet coming Easter weekend. We'd be observing it. I'm not too sure which comet you're referencing. I would have to look up the comets, the new comets coming up. To be honest, I haven't even looked them up like in a month. I said the moon's made out of cheese. And the core is made out of Swiss cheese. Interesting. Hey Ragnar, how you doing, bud? Good evening. Gonna get it figured out. Dude, by the time I do get it figured out, it's not even gonna matter. That's the funny thing. Honestly, it won't even matter at that point. Yeah. I don't know how much I got though. Not very long. It stayed seen for just a short period. I don't even see it now. It was off in the west. Didn't really expect much. Sometimes you dream being weightless. Nice. Yeah, before when I free fall. Or, ooh, flying your dreams. I just don't remember dreams. But it is the journey, that's true. Ah, thanks. I appreciate you, Rag. I appreciate that, bud. I appreciate that. Imagine the feeling of standing on the moon, though. I like that idea. I like the thought. Ron, good evening, bud. How you doing? Yeah, I try really hard. See the fireball. I mean, also, did you see the fireball on February the 10th? I did not. Did you ever see the movie Apollo 18? I don't think I did. Not Apollo 18. So weird, doesn't spin. The moon? It does spin. I think it's so weird people don't think the moon spins. That's what I think is weird. That's stuff here. See the moon. Ah, I appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Dobbs, what's up? How you doing? How's your skies been lately? I've actually seen a lot of videos from you, so I know you've had better skies than what we've had. But hopefully you're doing well. Are you going to head to Texas for the eclipse? Yo, I'm so scared of traveling right now for the eclipse just because of how cloudy everything is. What do you call an ocean on the moon? Lunacy. Nice. Lunacy. Nice. Oh, you meant cheating using old pics. I got you. Okay. I got you. That makes sense. Why can we never see the dark side of the moon? We do see the dark side of the moon. You see the dark side of the moon on the bottom right now. The dark side of the moon, if you're referencing the night phase. So I'm going to assume you are. When's the eclipse happening? On the 3rd. Coming up on the 3rd. You live in Hawaii and Kidderstone will come June 3rd. Oh, no way, in June 4th. Taking a 2-day trip to Disneyland. That's awesome. That's really cool. Full color stereo. Gentrifying. Home forever. Very nice. Auntie who lives in Hawaii has a daughter. What's your cousin? Isabel. Very nice. Very nice. Gonna get a... Oh, no way. Tough. That'd be really cool, though. I was thinking about traveling for it, but I can tell you the Midwest does not look good. Like, I gave up on any kind of plans for it, to be honest. It is a clear night tonight. It is. Did you experience the solar eclipse last year? 2024? Is that the one you reference? Why can't we never see the backside? Okay, the far side. The far side of the moon. Because its rotation is the exact same speed that it takes to orbit around, or what's called synchronization rotation. But it's kind of easy to visualize in a way. Like if you hold your phone in front of you, and you're looking at the screen, and you do like a 360, which makes the phone rotate one time, right? You're always seeing the same side, and you're looking out at it, similar to what we do with the moon here. So if you do that 360, you're always looking at the same side of your phone, yet your phone makes that one rotation. You ever point your telescope at the stars? Sometimes. We just did just a bit ago. If it rains, oh well, we tried. I got you. Absolutely. Teaching each other. Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be really cool. I mean, that's the thing too. Like that social aspect, I think it'd be a lot of fun, no matter how you look at stuff. 2026 now, yeah. I got you. Yeah, I did. I was down in Mount Hope, Arkansas, in the 2024 eclipse. So our moon will orbit the Earth at the equator or along a different line. It takes its own path. It has a path that it actually takes. It has its own path. Chance I have a bunch of lines, man. That's about it. If I got some line, some kind of image. Some kind of image. Oh, there goes a goose. You guys see the goose? Seen one goose fly through. Goosey, goosey. Would you be able to see a human on the moon? Not with my setup. You need something really big for something that small. Gotta look at an angular resolution. Oh, you're gonna get the C-Star PW 30 Pro. That'd be awesome. That'd be super cool. Got the goose. The thing was playing Duck Duck Goose. It's been a minute, Las Vegas. How you doing, bud? There's a funny table knocked over on my driveway. What the heck? Why you got a table in your driveway? Looking forward to the 24/5 solar eclipse across the entire U.S. coast to coast. Yeah, it's going to be a minute away, huh? Been a while since the last stream. It has been a minute. Where are the domes at? Behind your eyelids. Don't believe any Earth telescope has that level of resolution. Not, it's like a half a mile wide or bigger. Nice rock you're looking at. What's up, Blue Flame? How you doing, buddy? You get crazy snow in Kansas. We honestly have not. As the moon drifting away slowly, it is about 1.437 inches per year. What zoom is this? Not too much. We're probably pushing about maybe 150 at this point. Thanks, Gambler. I appreciate you, bud. We're probably pushing about 150, roughly, in that ballpark. 150, 200. Where's Lycian? Do your eyes seeing? I got no clue. I don't have the answer for that. Yo, what up, Kirk? How you doing, bro? All good, man. Just been cloudy out here. It's been relatively cloudy. Cloudy and crazy. Seen them the other day on somebody else's stream. Cool. Definitely should watch their stream then. I mean, if you enjoy that kind of stuff like AI and whatnot, I ain't stopping you from doing anything. I'll show you real views and give you non-BS aspects of it. Jax, what's up, buddy? I see you. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. 66 degrees today. It was so nice today. It was really beautiful. I think we measured 68 here in the observatory today. The moon was moving very fast. It can. It's interesting. So, like, if we turn off the tracking, so I'll turn off the tracking. So this is what it looks like when the moon moves through our view. What you're watching right now is basically Earth's rotation. Dobbs, I appreciate it. Thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate it. Do you think we would have a moon base within 100 years? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think within 10 years. I think within about 10 years we will. Hi, Natalie. I appreciate that. Thanks. It's just been really cloudy. You can jump in our Discord, though. If you're in Discord, it's a good way to know kind of what's going on. It helps a little bit. Hi, Mo. Welcome back. We've just been waiting on you the whole time. We'll telescope back a little bit. We've just been waiting on you the whole time. Not even a little bit of time, but the whole time, Mo. We went on pause and all agreed that we should wait on Mo. Dang. Putting you out like that. That's crazy. Saw a shape-shifting UFO near the laundromat 10 years ago. Got put down the drugs, bro. Not good for you. Drugs are not good for you. We gotta do a little bit of focus here. See if we can get our focus down a little better. Definitely tell we're off on the edge of the moon. Alright, sounds good, Dobbs. Sounds good. How often do impacts occur? Any chance you ever see one? So, like, large impacts that you see is about once every 10,000 years, roughly. Or large impacts that leave, like, a big crater. But impacts occur quite frequently. It just depends on how much debris is out here, what kind of filter stream that's around. Right now, it's relatively calm. You're not going to see as many. But, like, when you get into, like, the summer towards the end of the year, then you're talking about, like, probably around once every 10 minutes, roughly, having a micrometeoroid impact the moon. It just depends, though. Large impacts are roughly about once every 10,000 years. Hey, Lolly, how you doing? How's your night? How is your night? Is there a name on the moon? Is that the furthest? It can be. So usually we talk about supermoons, right? But so it depends on if you're like at a new moon or if you're at a full moon, where you get apogee, which would be pretty far out there, the apogee, instead of perigee. So it depends on your point, if it's a new moon or a full moon, though. The apogee would be the term you look for. Apogee syzygy being the full moon. So like a mini full moon being apogee syzygy, or like a supermoon would be a perigee syzygy. A couple years back, you heard the government said aliens are real. Yeah, probably no one would really care, to be honest. I don't know that it changes any fact whether aliens are real or not real. I don't know it change a fact of anything, to be honest. One moon's gonna be a blood moon. Cool. That's so funny. I like how you put that together. I like it. That's actually funny. Oh man. How do the valleys and ridges of the larger craters compare to Earth's high and lows? Yeah, versus in Grand Canyon. So the Mount Huygens, which is over by one of the valleys on the moon, over here. Let's kind of move around the moon. Mount Huygens is about like the height of Mount Everest, so about 18,000 roughly feet. Which is, let me bring Mount Huygens in the view here. So this mountain range right here in about the center. Let me track us a little bit here too. But then, so you got the Mount Huygens there. It's relatively like Mount Everest. Then you have the Alpine Valley right here. I don't remember the depth of the Alpine Valley. I don't have good enough resolution to really get to come through, but we'll try. I'll zoom in a little bit more. You can kind of see it going left to right. That little kind of a dark path going through there, but that's the Alpine Valley itself. I don't remember the depth of it though. As a witness, large lunar impact crater. Middle East, nice. Compared to the time of Lake Everest. Yeah, so like obviously Huygens about Lake Everest. I don't remember the depth on this one. I think it's deeper than the canyon, but I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Actually really beautiful areas though. Let's see if I can do a little bit more focus right here. See if we can get a little better view. Looks like the turbulence is kind of kicking up a little bit more. It went the wrong way. Let's go the other way. Top Joshua State Park. Oh, no way. In the U.S. saw the moon through an amateur. Astronomer. Well, yes. Marcus telescope. Maybe feel cool. It was so beautiful. That's amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. You bought an S50. Can't wait to use. That's awesome. Could be paying cloud tax for a minute. That happens, though. That does happen. Some of these mountain ranges are actually really stunning on the moon. Kind of beautiful features. It's going to be Copernicus. Copernicus impact crater right there. You ought to jump in Discord with us, Mark. Be a lot of fun. See what you can do with it. Zoom out and show Jupiter. We could do that. Definitely get us a little bit more Jupiter again. And Jupiter. 31 a week on our way. On our way. Here's Jupiter. Obviously that little tiny dot. See if we can zoom in a little bit again. You can see Jupiter out there doing his thing. I want to brighten it up though so we can see the moons. Get some of the moons to come in with it. There you go. Move it over a little bit. And go the right way. Ganymede on the top left. Io. Europa. Then you got Jupiter. And then you got Callisto way down there on the bottom right. Nice and clean house, I'm chilling. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. I appreciate it, thank you. A tiny little no period in sentence. Same reason, same telescope, yeah. Yeah, but it depends on your setup. So right now we're set up to look at the moon, not for planets. If we changed out the camera system, then we'd be able to do the planets a little better. Can you make it look like it's not glowing? Yes, I can actually. Absolutely. Got it. Got it for you. Hey, welcome back. How do you join the Discord? Go to discord.skieslive.com. Discord.skieslive.com. In a browser. Like that. They say the universe comes from nothing. There's nothing that thought exists. Good point. I mean, as far as science goes, we just don't have no answer. Just the thing. Can't tell you where the Big Bang comes from. And you get the All-Sky running again. Hey, Possum, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. How does your the Jupiter moon says, it's been Gemini for a minute, yeah. It's so we've been favorable with Jupiter, obviously, but it's heading more towards like this the equator and more of a southern view. So we're gonna have the next period will be more of a southern view. We've just been in a very favorable area for Jupiter. And we're about to lose it though. Yeah, what tours have right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, there's some beautiful moons, the Galilean moons out there. We're sending going east. Quadruplet-ish stroll birds. That's the name. I'm not too sure. Not sure what you're saying. Yeah, it's really close to the moon right now. In the Philippines? Magadang o Magapo. How's the weather? Horrible. The weather has been so horrible here. We're going to get past it though. Before we know it, we're going to be back to those 6-7 day streaming in a row. 6 to 8 hours a night. It's going to be coming soon. Can see the moon is very red out near. It's Jupiter. It is. Yeah, that'd be Jupiter next to the moon. Hi mods, how you doing? How's your night? That would be Jupiter next to the moon. Seen me in my life, except for a fireball. Yo, that's crazy. I mean, I didn't know that. Got me. There's Jupiter. I don't know if you guys still see it. You can see the bands on Jupiter right now. I don't see the storm though. Definitely make out the bands on Jupiter. Oh, absolutely, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Hi, Celebration. Welcome in. Jazz, welcome in. And of course, a couple of bits of moons there. See the bands on Jupiter. If we throw in the other camera, you can definitely see the bands on Jupiter. My feet are getting cold, y'all. It was so beautiful today that I decided to wear shorts, my flip-flops, which I always wear flip-flops. Never wear my socks or shoes. But I wore shorts and a t-shirt. Now I'm regretting that. Close outs on Jenna. Oh, the clouds in Jupiter are so awesome. Yes, absolutely. Got the heat and the humidity. I'm like Jetson. On the Mars with Ceylon. Dang. Good grainy footage of it. Oh, no way. It's pretty wild, dude. Be interesting. I never get to see anything wild here where I'm located. We never get anything wild. Always just chill. I'm gonna swing us back over towards the moon again. Hold Jupiter out just a little bit here. In a 3, 2, 1, wee. Right over real quick. That was some of Jupiter's moons. It was. That it was. That it was. Guys want to see something super awesome? That's a charger, probably. Where's my socks? Yo, my charger's right here. What are you talking about, lost charger? My socks, I couldn't tell you exactly where I put those. I lost the socks, not the chargers. Welcome, Jazz. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's next to my laser pointer. I guarantee it. Guarantee it, that's probably accurate. Oh, gosh. Can't deal with y'all. Just can't do it. I want to try something real quick. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and a wee. Cross the sky we go for a minute. Yeah, something. I think my socks are in here though. Probably under this box. It's in my room. I do got a couple pairs of wool socks I could throw on that are over here, but my electric socks are not where I thought they were. I'm not sure where I put them. Maybe in the one of the desks. I have not seen them in a minute. I haven't used them in a minute. But I do have a couple pairs of wool socks. Could slip those on. Help. It would definitely help. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'm trying to take a picture here. See how much you guys are distracting me. Alright, let's see what we can see. Let's see if we're in the trees or not. Hopefully we're not in the trees. Bringing a lot of light. Oh no, there we go. That's what we want. Let's do a plate solve. Anybody guess just by looking at what we're seeing? What are we going to look at? What do you think we'll look at? Sorry, I don't know. That is true. In a sense, yes. Like, it depends on what you talk about impact. The atmosphere has obviously been impacted, but the planet itself, the crust, has been less impacted. But back in the Great Bombardment period, it wouldn't have mattered. All the debris was so massive that it made it through anyways. So we had a lot of impact. But yeah, clearly, most things burn up in the atmosphere nowadays. Nope, not the cigar. This is the beautiful Whirlpool galaxy here. This one's a beautiful Whirlpool. I'm going to grab a little bit of exposure on it here. We can take a look and enjoy it here. Let me see. Turn on some live stacking. Get it to come through here. Really beautiful. This is a very gorgeous galaxy. Have an amazing night, Elizabeth. Thanks for hanging out. Mars and Venus, that's it? Nah, I wish. Neither one of them are above the horizon. Beautiful real world, though. Would your laser have to be cat direction pointing at the moon? Out of tilt. You'd be able to hit the moon with your laser. It's probably just going to be so fine. Such a point of light that you wouldn't see much. Or you wouldn't see anything. There's lasers on the moon you can bounce off of, though. There we go. Now we're getting to kind of come through. The Whirlpool Galaxy. How cool is that? This one's about, this is M51. Man, I cannot even remember how far out it is. 25? Can't remember how far away it is. But these are two galaxies interacting with each other. Really cool, ain't it? We're getting a lot of moonlight, though. Because of how bright the moon is, so won't be the best view, but just cool to get to see live. Yeah, this is Whirlpool. Andromeda would barely show up in this telescope. Just gorgeous galaxy here. These are two galaxies interacting with each other and eventually will merge. Might be life over there, maybe. Maybe it has those numbers. Nice. I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely, Jess. You're welcome. And distance the universe just repeats itself and continues like that. That'd be interesting. It's kind of an interesting thought. There's nothing that appears to be repeatable, though. Interacting, so you can see it's kind of pulling in the bands from the smaller galaxy into the larger galaxy. It kind of made one path pass and started to interact where just like the gravity started pulling on each other, right? So what it's going to do is eventually pull it back inwards. It's going to do a little bit of teeter-tottering up to the point where it just gets so close that it starts to really just pull it all in. Get a massive amount of new stars to form, different things. And eventually the black holes in both of their cores will eventually merge. Yeah, very beautiful galaxy. I don't know if we're crashing into each other. I do not remember off the top of my head. I do not remember. A long time, though, obviously. It takes a long time for these to occur. Black holes do merge. They do. If you ever look up the LiDAR observatory, so it's a laser, and what it does is it measures gravitational waves, and by doing that you can actually see visually through the aspect of the lasers being interacted with the gravity. You can see when massive black holes merge with each other. That's really cool. All right, let's take it out of the live stack again. That's what a single 30-second image looked like there. I'm going to speed up the camera a little bit here. You can see how faint this is, though. It's honestly so faint, like even pulling in as much brightness as I can, there's nothing there. It's so hard to see these targets. I don't even know, even like a 2-second photo. That's what it looks like if I took like a 2-second photo. You can kind of make it out. It's just crazy. Let's see it live in the next guy. Oh man. I don't even want to know. Afraid to ask, dude. I think I'm afraid to ask. Yeah, there's a galaxy. There's another cool thing right here that we can swing over to as well. It's really close. It's really close to where we're actually at here. See if we can get close enough. Look at Orion. It's already behind trees. Orion's back behind trees for me. Let the telescope kind of calm down. Let that star kind of settle. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we're in the right area. No, we'll just plate solve it. Force it. Oh no, I can see it there. You guys see it kind of in the top left. This is the Owl Nebula. That's a planetary nebula. Not like what you'll see with our sun when it goes when it gets past the red giant base. We're become a bigger black hole. In a sense, yeah. Is there no limit on how massive they can get? Most likely there's a limit. Galaxy is amazing first I've seen in my life. Ah, dude. Man, I don't know. Like, for me, the one that we just looked at's amazing. That's probably one of the most beautiful galaxies. That Sombrero is really beautiful. The Well Galaxy is gorgeous. Nah, I really think M51 is the way to go, though. But this is going to be the Owl Planetary Nebula here. We'll try to grab a little bit of more photo. See it a little better. See our 30-second photo. Stack them up. See what we get. Hey Zon, how's it going? How's your night? Oh, they're freestyle rapping. What the heck? Must have missed something, Jenny. What the heck? It's already 10 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of tired. I kind of been going to bed early. Imaging train. This one here is going to be the EQ6R Pro mount with the C11 and running the SV405cc. It's what we're currently set up to use. Whenever you're ahead, gonna make a video on how ton could have gotten its rings. Nice, very nice. But there's the Owl Planetary Nebula out there doing its things, doing its thing tonight. I have. There's so much dust on this camera right now. Wow, it's actually crazy. Let's not even talk about it. Y'all seen nothing. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. It is a nice setup. This one definitely is a nice setup. It's really designed for planetary. But we're going to swing back over the moon. Get us going back over towards the moon. Speed up the camera. And go find a moon. How to rank your videos in your channel? I'd rank it at the top 100. I appreciate it. Not bad. 100 out of a billion. I'll take it. None of your favorites? Oh, the Eskimo Nebula. Nice. Interesting. Skylit. It looks cool. It does. How's it going? Eskimo is definitely cool. Let me guess. You like the Snowball too? Am I guessing right? You like the Snowball Nebula? Planetary Nebula? Let me turn off the histogram here. Why are we so bright? What did I miss? Hell, I don't know. I don't know what setting I turned on. Oh, there we go. We should be good. Turn on a funny setting. Bring in some of the brightness. Turn on our histogram stretch. There we go. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. That's a line impact Earth. It does not. It has no impact. Only when Mercury's in Gatorade. Takes our Gatorade away from us. We have potassium issues. Looking at the no moon. Like this person through a snowball at my telescope. No, it's just snow. Or it's snowfall. Hi Lisa, good evening. How are you? Can you imagine the straight wall structure on the moon? A straight wall structure. Can you imagine the straight wall structure? Be a little bit more specific. Elevators and power. Which flavor? Probably grape, I would imagine. Yo, Beast, thank you so much. Thank you for the high five, buddy. I'd be a little bit more specific. Can you imagine the straight wall structure on the moon? Be a little bit more specific on it. Kind of lost me on that one. Good. It's been going good, Scar. It's actually been going good. Tips and tricks, and then I saw the tips. They said you can't bring Mercury. We're playing because it's too big. Talking about the planet. Ah, thanks, Abis. I appreciate you, bud. Thank you, one. I'll say thank you, bud. I appreciate the love and support. Angela, thank you for the floating heart. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing night, Karen. She acts like it's Monday or something. What the heck? Getting off this early? It's only 11 o'clock. What do we seek out planets? The same person. We climb the mountains. Maybe. There's more dark or different kind of dust or different altitude. It is different different minerals if you were to speak of it, but what they are is bosnic solidified lava or bosnic lava regions that we see here. It has a much lower albedo or the reflectivity rate that it has compared to like the highlands of the moon itself. Where you see it really bright, these are younger impact craters or younger debris that's kind of brought up during the impacts. So you're just kind of seeing the reflectivity aspects of those different minerals that we're seeing. You woke up thinking it's Friday. It's been a long week. Oh no. Yo, what's up, Phantom? How you doing? Northwest quadrant, inside the crater, a ridge that looks like a straight wall. Oh, okay. Inside the impact crater, there's a ridge that looks like a straight wall in the northwest. So I'm not too sure if you're speaking of. There's a couple of different ones, just to kind of put it out there. But usually they're considered to be fissures, which occur during like the period. Let me kind of zoom into one here. So one of these impact craters, right about there, it has one that looks like a sword in a sense, but it'd be a fissure, kind of where the lava flow kind of came together and solidified in more of a wave form. It makes it look like a straight wall. Can we hear a fun fact about the moon? Scarlet can never go to the moon. Does the moon constantly get hit by stuff? Constantly. Phantom, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Man, we don't tell Scarlet anything. Scarlet can't have our information. Everything about the moon itself is should be classified from Scarlet. Dang. One day it'll be all gone then, eventually. Everything has a beginning, everything has an end. Hi Jess, how's it going? How's your night? I'll probably go for another like 20 minutes or so, y'all. Then call it a night here. Tomorrow night looks like it might be clear as well. Hopefully. Miami, Florida. What's up, Alex? How's Miami, dude? Where's energy begin, man? That's a great question. So, it began from the Big Bang. It don't really end. We don't destroy energy. We convert energy in its own sense. Rupus Recta, I got you. Yeah, it's probably a feature. Yo, what up, Mackie? How you doing, man? How's Mac? How you doing, brother? Long time no see, dude. Mac Daddy in the house. It's going glass night. What's up, Colleen? How you doing? How's your night? What a great night to have Mac in the house. He never comes and enjoys us. Good to see you, bro. Been a while. Have an amazing night, Walter. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Have a super amazing night. Been busy on the other side. I got you. How's the other side treating you? You get a lot of warnings and stuff for inactivity or something. Week 637, yep. Gotcha. I appreciate it, Mom. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Yep, we're gonna get the blood moon here in the USA. I got a feeling we're gonna be cloudy. It sounds right. Kinda does sound right. Can't really expect much more. Which sucks. Again, tomorrow night's going to be clear, but then we get into snow and then rain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of rain. I want to count snow as rain, anyways. And then 2 days of clouds. No sun peeking at all during that period. It's gonna suck. What up, Goblin? How you doing? Good evening. I think David lost a lot of girlfriends. I don't know, man. Never had that problem. What phase of the moon right now? Waxing goodness. Are you gonna live the eclipse? Catch it out for you. Man, I wish. Dude, like, I think we're gonna have clouds. That's my guess. Rain started down in Oklahoma for eclipse also. Dude, yeah. I think that's gonna be the Midwest to the east is gonna be like that. Let me actually pull up the weather too. Let's pull up some AccuWeather. See how the forecast is gonna go for a lot of us. I don't think it's gonna be good. See what we can get. I pulled up my weather for Herndon, Virginia. Nice. The logic film. We're gonna have gusty winds tomorrow. That sucks. Snow and ice from Sunday morning to late Sunday night will total 3 to 6 inches. Yeah, the third is rain and drizzle in the morning hours. So yeah, no, it sounds all bad. Sounds all bad. What makes the moon very interesting? I think it's a great question, Scarlett. Honestly, what makes a moon very interesting, I think, is just how it brings together mankind in general. Doesn't matter about your views, your location, what generation you're in. It's been an object that everybody's been able to look at and kind of connects us all, whether the past or the future. It's like Virginia, right? I'm not in Virginia. I don't know why I came up. This is Kansas City. I'm in the Kansas City region. Over in Kansas City. Yeah, it does not sound good, though. It sounds like we're all going to have clouds in the Midwest, especially the Midwest, during that period. It's going to be all bad. The telescope temperature now is 37.6 degrees. Oh, you're welcome, man. Absolutely. Oh, sis, got it. I prefer clear sky. Man, I wish, bro. I wish. Dude, it's just been a horrible, horrible, horrible winter, though. For us, it's been a bad winter. It's been a horrible winter. It's gonna be an instant number. Put it right there, yeah. And the fact that it's made of cheese doesn't hurt. Oh crap. Oh man. I'm in like 2 light seconds away. Roughly. About 1.3. Just under 1.5 though. About 1.3 on average. That's a lot of milk, it is. It is. Who've been doing all that work? Makes it an interesting. It's beauty. Oh, you're going deep. You're going straight for the beauty. We reached a high of 68.1 degrees today. No, that's amazing. We need to do that more often. Hey, Sunflower, how you doing? My specs look like, kind of like lights, yeah. Alright, sounds good, Mac. Sounds good, buddy. You got to almost 80. Yo. That's insane. You got flowers blooming. You have to change focus when you go to Jupiter, the moon, the Whirlpool Galaxy. I did not. So what I had to do was change the ISO. Here's the deal too. We're not perfectly in focus. Like, we could focus in a little bit more, get better definition. But I just don't do it too much, because if we do, then we're constantly worried about focus. Where at least it's a really good view still. If we were looking at something specific and sticking with that target, then I'd get us to the best focus. But in something like this right here, it really doesn't matter how much focus we really drop into. If we were like a lot more zoomed in looking at impact, then focus would matter. Alright, what up, Eva? Still at work, on no way. How much you guys want to bet Jenny the Bomb Diggity still ain't used to these hours now? Jenny, you a daytime person right now? Why don't we have solar and lunar eclipses every month? I wish. Just not how the planes work, though. It's all about the planes. The plane for the sun and the plane for the moon as they orbit around us. He just clicked on. No way. You're yawning now. That's what I was thinking. Man. I don't know. How's the new computer going? You kind of give up on playing a lot of games or no? Yeah. Gotta get away from the cloud hours. We'll get there. It's gonna be happening. It's definitely gonna happen. Just needs more memory. Ah, okay. Me too. Me too. I need more memory. Can you astrophotography? Finding focus on Jupiter. Don't know. Focusing on stars sets of everything. It does not. Jupiter is quite the different focus than it is for a star. By far. By far. Some of the things that I do is I look at its moons first and try to focus into the moons to get them as much of a dot or a point that I can. And then you're really close, but it's not perfect, right? Let me kind of show you. Let's go over Jupiter real quick. Kind of show you what I mean here. It can be a trick. I like to try to look at the moons first and get a feel for how the moon... Let me really kind of zoom in. We're going to set up a better box to zoom. We're not like all the way zoomed out. Okay, so you can see the moons here. You can see we got a lot of turbulence. Really, there's a lot of turbulence. Insane amount of turbulence. So it's not like the best way to show it, but it'll give you an idea. And it depends on the focuser you're using. What up, Glorious? How you doing, buddy? So let me go to like 21,000 here. See where we can get some of these to look like that. But that's what I normally do. I'll look at the moons first, try to get the best dot possible out of them. Which you can see, like, kind of took us away. So let's go the other way. You can get them to look like a dot. Kind of like, it's not horrible, but it's not great. Then you can start to look at Jupiter and see if you can make out the bands decently. You can see it's bouncing around, so you got a little bit of that focus flop going on. Then from here, you do a little bit more focus, figure out which direction to go. Let's go the other way real quick. It can just take you a little bit of time, though. Take your time with it. Eventually, you'll get it. You'll find something that works. If you got a lot of turbulence, it just sucks. There's not much you can do when there's a lot of turbulence out. Let me kind of slow it down a little bit here. Quite a bit more. If there's a lot of turbulence, you're just gonna have to fight it. It is what it is. And use a proper camera. This is not the proper camera for doing Jupiter at all. So you can tell. Let me go to different color spectrum here. Yeah, you just take your time though. What does it bounce around? It's the atmosphere. All the moisture out there. So like when we did it the other way, let me kind of, we were talking about just a second ago, we'll get that focus swap. Let me push it real quick. This is where you're just not getting into focus, so your RGB channels just aren't aligning properly. It just gives you that weird focus out of focus. What you can start to see here where it's kind of out of focus a little bit. You kind of back it up a little bit. You can barely see it, but you can kind of see it wanting to bounce around in perspective. This telescope, the telescope itself is about $3,000 roughly. 3 to 4 grand, somewhere in that ballpark. You just want to use a different camera than what I'm doing here. This is the wrong camera. This is completely the wrong camera for planetary views. Yeah. Anyways, let me kind of back up a little bit here. Come back down here, turn off the stretch. Looks like I got some back level on right now. We can probably pull out of the camera. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, Jupiter. Maybe Jupiter. Using the 678 MC. Oh, okay. I got one of those cameras. Not a bad camera. Yeah, it's not a bad camera at all. I gotcha. It's a decent camera. I use the, it's still really wide field for Jupiter. If you don't have, especially if you don't have a high focal length. I tend to use the S-Wave Bonnie's SV305, which is kind of decent. $3,000 is Stargaze and Show Bus Neptune, bro? No. What? Section C conditions. Oh, image earnest about 30-45 minutes. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, okay. Here's a bot non-mask. Mac has cream one iPhone. Oh, no, okay, I got you. Running agents mean. Not bad, dude. Yeah, you're not gonna have much focal length on that. That's about the same as like the 8SC, ain't it? Like whatever it is, 2400 or so. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Grace. That's amazing, brother. Over 10,000 Jupiter days in one Jupiter year. Insane. It is insane. Let me zoom back out. Obviously, taking a picture of Jupiter in a camera with, let me really zoom up. There's my my field of view. That's horrible. Like, it's not set up for Jupiter at all. You'd want Jupiter to make up quite a bit more than what we're seeing it currently. It's good. This is good for the moon, though. This is about where we want to be when it comes to the moon. Let's swing back to the moon, too. You just gotta pick your poison. What's going to be the primary target that you want to go for that night? And tonight, if we want to do the moon, then, well, we can't have much of them. And the moon, while watching stream, nice, dude. Uranus is almost out of my view already. It's behind trees already. Yeah. Catch answer disappointing. Help because step like the solar system. I mean everything all together. Yo, Eva, thank you so much, Eva. Thank you. No way, you got Ginny the Bomb Diggity. No way, that is so cool. That is awesome. That is super awesome. Resolve the Rockwell Galaxy. In that telescope you got? Yeah, it will. It definitely will. Make sure you have a good definition for your plate solving, though. You know what I mean? Like a high resolution definition for your plate solving, so you'll be able to plate solve it in. But it definitely will on your telescope. It's the first one to ever give you a membership. That's so true. That is crazy. Finally got a membership from a guest. That's amazing. And again, thank you so much, Eva. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the love and support. How'd you guys see that? We got goose. That was a mother goose coming through. Named Duck Duck Goose. You seen it? I believe when they're not really. No, okay, I got you. What are you using? Are you using ASI Air? You can jump in Discord with us too. Now we can ask questions if you want, but if you go to discord.skieslive.com, let me type it in here for you. You can easily ask questions in there, get help. Not even just from me, but from many people in there that do different things. You'll be back? You're gonna go celebrate your gifted sub? I finally got. You're gonna go wake up Josh, let him know that he's not the only one now. Yo, what up, Aiden? How you doing, buddy? How's your night? How's everything going? Yeah, it's been horribly cloudy. We got a few nights. We got tonight, tomorrow night. The thought crossed your mind. Have you ever experienced worse seeing condition? This? Oh yeah, this is actually not bad. We're probably at a 6 out of 10. This is not bad at all. Pretty decent. But yeah, tonight, tomorrow night looks like we'll be able to stream a little bit, but then we go back into hibernation. Snow, ice, rain, clouds. Looks all bad. Yep. Yeah, an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's actually really good. I have not looked up our quality here. Let me do it real quick. We're 69 out of 100. That's our sky quality here. Transparency is about 12, which is average. But seeing conditions are about 3 out of 5. Put it all together, do all the math with the wind and everything. We're about 69 out of 100. I'm pushing about 7 out of 10. It's not great. It's not perfect, but we'll take it. We shall take it. Better than what it has been. 6 out of 10 on transparency, nice. Cloud cover is 0%, nice. We got a lot of new sensors here at the observatory, which is kind of what I've been working on. You can see them on the website under observatory, then sensors. One of them is a cloud sensor, which what it is infrared laser that bounces off a front-facing mirror, which is like a laboratory type mirror. It bounces off and then goes outwards and measures the temperature of space, and then we receive it back, of course. And so it helps us determine how clear is it actually out there. If you get the temperatures of space, the only thing blocking at that point could be smoke. Smoke has a different density than clouds would be. If we got clouds, they're going to be a higher temperature. Then we can detect, hey, we got thick clouds, whatever it is. Or areas of the moon, please. Which one do you want to see? We're looking at a lot of famous ones, obviously. Probably one of my favorite ones, obviously, is Tycho. We kind of zoom in towards Tycho. So Tycho, beautiful Tycho, it's going to be right there. It's well defined. Let me pull in the center. It's going to be named after Tycho Brahe, which is a Danish astronomer. It's roughly 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep, and about 108 million years old. You're like, Jessica, not big enough. Leave me. David, you lost a lot of girls, haven't you? Gotta go eat something. Oh, image here. This in 30 minutes. Nice, dude. Sounds good. How's your radio telescope going? Ready to hear the stars. Yo, we've been doing a few things with it. The hardware aspect of it is definitely fun. It's a challenge of its own. Been doing quite a bit with it. Eventually, we will be looking at like different things: the sun, Jupiter, hopefully the hydrogen line, as well as the of our galaxy. Right? There's some really cool things going to be coming up. I was waiting on a few more parts to come in. One is to look at the GOES 18 satellite, which is stationary. It's like 23,000 miles away. It's pretty far away, but it gives us real-time live data of the sun. That's one of the aspects that would come in from it. Jim and I told you. Nice. So there's a planetary alignment on the 28th, which would be, what, 2 days from now? Even then, they're still so close to the same alignment that whatever. But yeah, coming right up. But there's a lot. There's definitely a lot of stuff coming up. We got a lot of new sensors here in the observatory, from lightning sensors, lux sensors determine when it is bright enough, when it's dark enough outside, obviously. We got temperature sensors. There's more coming in, so we'll get pressure, temperature, humidity, and then that will all calculate to turn on and off the dew heater on the telescope. A lot of cool stuff coming up. Hey Rain, how's it going? Good evening. Good evening, good evening. I'm really excited for the cloud temperature though. Measuring the temperature of space is going to be quite the interesting focus, right? Pretty wild. It's almost like measuring your forehead in a sense, but we can literally measure space with it and get the temperature of space. If y'all remember the channel, you can already start to see some of that. I guess I haven't really mentioned it, but you can see some of that data inside the members update channel inside Discord. Some of that data is already coming through and constantly updating. You guys are super quiet tonight. There you go. See, but that's true. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and call it a night. I believe tomorrow night's going to be okay. We're going to have a little bit of wind. Hopefully it's not horrible. But we should be back on tomorrow night. Hope you guys have an amazing night. Clear skies to y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. See what all we can hang out with and check out tomorrow. Clear skies to y'all, and have an amazing night.